And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo inside. Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
As always, Allie, we thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Milwaukee. It's a three-point game. The shot by Lillard, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. He drops it from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Lillard outside to the paint. Here's Lopez. Trent outside. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Lillard outside. Trent for 3. And no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They pen that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 9. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
To stop the run. The 3 ball. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 4. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Here's Kuzma. Knocked away. And stolen by Holmgren. It's a one-on-one situation. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
Yeah, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Gilgeous Alexander laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous Alexander's got 11 points to snap the cold streak. Rejected by Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Here's the timing down.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Gets it off. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder leading by 8. And quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
Portis gets the bucket.
And Portis understands his role in this offense, including when to look to score inside.
Right side, Gilgeous Alexander. That one no good. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Green up top. Kuzma for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Kuzma's got 5 now.
Kuzma, rise, and fire.
Gilgeous Alexander, no good. The Bucks trail by 5. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
The kick out to Wiggins. From outside, off the mark. Here's Milwaukee. Ooh, poked away. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And Gilgeous Alexander showing just how difficult he can be to guard at times.
Pass to Portis. Over Williams. Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got his second basket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, great D that time from Portis. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 5. Pass to Green. Kuzma outside. Back to Green. From downtown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. BA?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Here's Lopez. That one's good. This game is all even. Lopez has got 5 now.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Outside Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Jackson outside. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Jackson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Caruso. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Bucks leading by 3. Outside Porter. Pass to Lopez. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Milwaukee. Thunder trail by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So slippery in there. Gilgeous-Alexander makes great adjustments to get what he wants.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Lopez. 5 points in the game. Dort with a steal. Oh, got a piece of it. 4 seconds left. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
And here's Porter outside. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Thunder with a lead. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Trent outside. To the inside. Antetokounmpo inside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lillard. Shoots. The Thunder pull it in.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Thunder now. They lead by 1. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo surveys. Now Lopez. And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A tight game here in Milwaukee.
Substitution for your Bucks.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. No luck on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Holmgren with it. It's stolen by Trent. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Puts it up from the high post. Giannis with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Out to Lillard. The 3. Drops in the 3. And now a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Thunder trail by 6. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
That's tipped. Caruso outside. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Unable to win this run.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 23 points in the game. The pull-up. Again, Milwaukee.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here. Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts. Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Stolen by Jackson. Lillard outside. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Lillard's got 12 now in this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Hartenstein. No good with the triple. He can't get it to go. And so it's Milwaukee in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They put in work. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Porter in the post. And here's Lopez from the arc. Thunder trail by 13. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
The free throw drops for Williams. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Down low. Wiggins with a steal. Stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
Pass to Lopez. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Milwaukee making a switch here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Tipped away. Williams with it. Now Porter defending. Here's Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Outside for Porter. Pass to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Porter gets the bucket.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Thunder trail by 12. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis with the rebound. Lillard right side. From behind the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
He buries it from 3.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Kuzma. Off target from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game. And Williams punches it home.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Prince. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. A clear look for Antetokounmpo. No good with a jumper from the wing. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-3 run. Williams' shot is good.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Prince grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth. The three from Prince. Hartenstein pulls it in. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Here's Holmgren. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
And the young fella, the big boy, embracing the moment. That's a great shot from Chet.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he nails it!
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Well, you can bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks. Pulling it out for the... Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. To the middle. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Here's Lillard. Driving inside. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Wiggins. Back to Holmgren. Nifty move. And the layup is good. Holmgren's gotten his second bucket.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Wiggins from long range. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the right side. Antetokounmpo surveys. Misses the layup. Here's Oklahoma City now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, stolen by Lillard. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Here's Prince. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Kuzma. And another miss by Milwaukee.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
For three, here's Lillard. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Thunder with a lead. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Williams. Over Trent. Williams misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Sinks that one from the post.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in the suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you. Well, he can create his own shot. He can spot up off the ball. Lillard can torture defense any which way.
Dort outside. Pass to Wiggins. Offline with a three. The Bucks trail. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Lillard's got 9.
Total lack of hesitation. Lillard trusting his selections completely.
Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Bucks. Takes a 3. And And another three for Milwaukee.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
And please give a big round of applause.
So both teams making some changes here. Thunder trail by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Shoots over Jackson. That one rolls around and rims out. Pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. The kick out to Kuzma. Over Williams. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard.
16.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks leading by 5. Here's Jackson. And the shot no good. A bit short. Here's Oklahoma City now. And here's Hartenstein. Defended by Portis. Knocks down the triple. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
From the arc. Lopez can't hit. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. To the inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Assist from.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
They grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Lopez. Yet to see a basket. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
And he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Such good length for a guard. Opponents struggle to keep Gilgeous-Alexander from scoring the basketball.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the score by Milwaukee. Pass to Wiggins from outside the arc. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Lopez with it. Misses the three. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 12-4 run. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Lopez in the post. Out to Portis. Back to Lopez. Clock at 6. The three is up. Rebound by Wiggins. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rejected by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while. Wow. But it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, it's settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And the dunk by Jackson. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Wiggins. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Hartenstein a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Portis with the steal. Now Porter. Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Milwaukee out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Thunder trail by 7. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard. The Thunder with the rebound. Outside, Williams.
Bucks foul. Dorian Finney. First personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Coach likes that look, and Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
Antetokounmpo for 3. That shot off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here is Williams. Up top, Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren, who is stolen by Lillard. Here's Trent. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Lillard, the open look. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Chops one in from the wing. Antetokounmpo has got a, well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Oklahoma City trailing. To the paint. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Williams from long range. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. SGA takes it himself, and he hits it to tie the game. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And that one's good. Lillard.
And Lillard, a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. The layup off target. Antetokounmpo outside. And that one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee out. In front, they lead by 5.
The Bucks, 41.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Rollins gets the bucket. Rollins has got his first 2 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Shoots over Hartenstein. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Milwaukee leading by 5. To the inside. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Hartenstein a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 4 this quarter.
And you just see that burst. Gilgeous-Alexander, hard to catch him once he gets that first step.
Nice one-handed jam.
Timeout.
Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Both teams will make substitutions. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Outside Porter. Pass to Lopez. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lopez. Shoots over Wiggins. Lopez can't hit.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Holmgren. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, Holmgren meets some resistance there inside, but he stays strong and gets right through it.
Milwaukee in the lead. Lopez, the screen. Porter from outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Lopez with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. To the paint. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiggins. Missed inside. Milwaukee leading by 4. High post screen. Outside Porter. Pass to Lopez. Green with the ball. His first shot attempt. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. So it's Oklahoma City now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Pass to Kuzma. Lopez with it. He's covered by Holmgren. Now here's Porter. There's the screen by Kuzma. On the wing, Kuzma. Now Lopez. Over Holmgren. Holmgren with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Buck substitution. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. 6 to shoot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And that's an intentional foul. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Graham.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And the Bucks with possession, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And it's in. And now they trail by just 4. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. Down low. Outside for Dort. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. So we see the Bucks get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent